9 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us here today on the show. A little dreary out, but we are about to brighten your lives this morning because we do have a big announcement here on CT Style. I've been thinking all morning. Teresa's been saying, I got an announcement.
It's time.
Are you opening a new restaurant?
No, we're not opening a new restaurant.
No?
And I put it out on Facebook the other day, and a lot of people either think I'm leaving WTNH or I'm expecting a baby.
Okay, so is it both? Is it one of the...
No.
Okay.
We'll bring out this pink cupcake in honor of it and your pink tie.
Whoa.
I'm happy to say that Brandon and I are expecting a baby girl this September.
How beautiful is that? Round of applause for Teresa. Come on, we have some photos.
There's Dante Dew. He is so excited to have a little sister. He pulls up my shirt in music class all the time and says, baby sister, baby sister.
Aww.
So he's looking forward to it now. It might be a different situation once the baby comes at the end of summer, so we'll see.
And I saw a video this morning your husband sent you, and your husband asked Dante, what are you going to do if a boy talks to your little sister? What did Dante?
Dante goes, beat him up.
Beat him up?
Dante is not a bully. I don't know who's teaching him that. Must be Uncle Pete.
I think it's
saying
you.
That, but no. But he's really excited, and the baby's doing great. I'm 15 weeks along, so almost 4 months.
Nice.
And
do we have an
we do. Look at the baby. She's already waving at the camera.
Now what's that? What's
That's
that thing?
her hand.
Oh,
She's
okay.
waving.
How about the other thing?
Those are her feet.
Oh, her feet. Okay.
She's cozy in there, so everyone's doing a-okay.
Beautiful. Do you have a name picked out yet?
No name just yet, but maybe a family name. We'll see. I kind of like the alliteration, like Dante Dufour, but I'm like, can you name a girl like Double D?
With
Is
a
that
D.
bad?
I
don't know if that's appropriate.
What are some D names?
I like Daphne.
Oh, that's different.
I like
That's different too. Very unique names.
So we'll see. You have any suggestions?
No,
Ryan,
I'm
Hunter?
thinking of some D
names. I don't know.
Danielle. Huh?
Dakota's
Dakota.
good.
That's
These
pretty.
are great suggestions. So
start
keep them
tweeting
coming.
this girl. You know, she has to start that whole process, and then you got to think about the room. You got to There's
so much to prepare for. I don't have. I mean, I have Dante's old stuff, but it's all boy stuff. So we'll have to get some girl stuff. But let me know how you moms at home juggled 2 babies. I'd be interested to hear because
Delilah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good one. So anyway, that is our news. We celebrated over the weekend. I saved you a cupcake. That is a Pink Lady cupcake from Hardcore Sweets over in Oakville. Edible glitter on there. So enjoy that. And thank you everybody for all of the warm wishes already. We're pretty excited. So anyway, you enjoy that. Here is what's brewing today.
Wow. Let me finish my cupcake here. UConn women continue to make our state proud. 10 straight appearances in the Final Four, Teresa.
There's your final score. UConn 90, Oregon 52. How about this resume for Gino on the way to Dallas? 36-0, 111 consecutive wins.
It just keeps on going for them, huh? Gabby Williams playing another big game last night for the Huskies, making 25 points. Not exactly a huge surprise, obviously, that they're going to make it, but it is still a big accomplishment. Then it ties the record for the most consecutive Final Four appearances. And remember, starting out, not everybody was, really a favorite of UConn. They thought
they all graduated last year, right? All the top-notch players. Obviously not the case. But UConn isn't just winning. They are, like, annihilating these teams.
I know.
So I'll be interested to see if who's good. I mean, North Carolina was in it, I think, still. So we'll see.
We'll see. You guys got to tune in. But if they do win Friday, that'll be their 112th consecutive win. Hard to believe. And then they would face off South Carolina, Stanford,
Maybe I'm thinking South Carolina.
North. You're pregnant. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That would be
Pregnancy
their 5th.
brain. It's a real thing.
Of course, right. That would be their 5th straight national championship. You can check it out on ESPN coming up. And those UConn women, really incredible athletes. But this next guy, I think he might have him beat a little bit.
This is incredible video. This is 16-year-old Taekwondo champion Kareem Metzfalik. He set a record-breaking 16 columns of building blocks with his head. How is that safe?
Aspirin? Tylenol? Ice pack? How does he do that? I mean, first of all, just doing the flips, let alone like smashing bricks with your head, that's hard enough. And
they all say that's mind over matter. A lot of it is like...
I don't think he's going to have much mind after that, Teresa.
That's got to hurt. That can't be good for a growing 16-year-old kid to be doing that.
See, the mom speaks. There she is. Look, okay, is that it?
I would discourage Dante from doing that if he wanted to do that with his head.
I think your son might have a future in that.
I might push golf.
Is he a hard-headed little guy?
He's stubborn sometimes, yes, but not as hard-headed as that kid.
Quite the story there. Hey, so this is a really heartwarming story. There was A young kid, 7-year-old Wisconsin boy, who gave up his most prized possession as a little one. Sometimes it's hard to give up these types of things. In this case, it was his video game. Brady Duke ended up giving up his gaming console to police officers to help cope with the loss of one of their own.
I knew I had to do something because their police brother died.
Well, Brady wrote a letter to the department before giving his gaming system to the officers. And the team is so grateful that they invited Brady to come play the Wii with them at their department on Monday. So that's nice. That was a nice gesture.
Yeah.
He wanted to help out somehow, and that's how he figured he could.
Very heartwarming story there. All right. Hey, since we were mentioning you being pregnant, this morning
happening again.
We are also talking about the guy side. So, I mean, how is Brandon feeling?
He's very excited.
Yeah?
I mean, and he usually stays home about a month with me during maternity leave, paternity leave, and helps out because you need a second hand, if not a third and fourth.
But for the fellows, is that a paid, non-paid? I mean, what's the deal?
A lot of companies don't offer it.
They don't?
No, and that's the debate. While many Americans believe parents should be able to take time off from work to care for a baby, about 1 in 7 say this time should not be taken by men, which I think is outrageous. Sure, they're not birthing the baby, but they had a big part in creating it, right?
Well,
it takes two to tango.
It does.
And it's their baby. How does it fall just on the mother?
Right.
Why is it the mother's responsibility to take care of the baby in the first 4 months when it's the hardest?
I can understand, though, the wife needs a little bit of that support, a lot of bit of support.
Yeah.
And I think that they should get it as well.
I'm glad you're not in that statistic.
No, why would I? I mean, I don't know who would. It's kind of sad if you do fall in there, but 15,
it's a woman's job. Take care of the baby. That's an awful thing to say,
No.
and you need help. You can't do it alone, and it's just as much as the husband's baby.
Very important. Well, hopefully Brandon gets more than just a month, you know?
We'll see what we could do about that.
Give the guy a break. Give him 2 or 3. Have him hang out, relax. We'll hold down the fort here. Hey, if you're in the market for a luxury SUV, maybe you're an expecting mom, take a look at this. This could be your new whip, but it's a Lamborghini, okay?
So they have a Lamborghini SUV, huh?
Yeah, is that next on your wish list there?
It's kind of snazzy looking.
It is,
It was unveiled first at the Geneva Motor Show in Switzerland. It's called the Urus. And it was originally introduced, Urus, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Urus?
Urus.
It was introduced as a concept vehicle back in 2012. It's a 4-door crossover that'll also be available in a plug-in hybrid version, which is another first for Lamborghini, the hybrid version. I think that's a sharp-looking car.
It is.
Do we have a price tag?
Do we know how much it will cost? No word, I guess.
6 figures?
I would think it's
you would assume so.
up there. But when you get a car like that, where do you put the soccer balls? Do you let your kids drive in it?
I don't think it's quite for moms.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a nice thought, though.
It is a nice little whip there.
All right.
Hey, so earlier you were mentioning golf with Dante.
Yes, we're trying.
Maybe, you thought the blocks were bad enough, jumping on the blocks. I think this might change your mind about golf.
All right, well, take a look. Florida resident Dan McNamara was playing golf at the Long Marsh Golf Course in Florida last week. Oh, dear. I think you're going to have to leave that one where it is. Does the alligator eat the ball? Yes, there you go.
Right? That's like a Happy Gilmore moment, isn't it? With Tubbs? What was his name when he got his hand cut off?
What are the chances? You know, I got a great set of golf clubs for Christmas, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing the club by the time it gets warm this year.
I know. Come on, girl.
We'll see.
Mom probs.